Hey guys, welcome to my place. This is my studio apartment in Miami Beach, in South Beach. I originally wanted to move to the city, downtown, but I also wanted to be close to the beach, and this allows me to literally walk out of the front of the building 2 blocks and I'm at the ocean. So another thing that I wanted to do was ride my bike to work every day, ride my bike every day. So when I moved here, I had my car probably for about 8 months, and then I was able to sell it and literally ride my bike everywhere I go. If I need something big, I can ask a friend or Uber, but riding my bike keeps me active, but it's also like the best thing that you can do for your health too, because it keeps the blood flowing and you're exercising every day. So, but I wanted to give you sort of a quick peek of my studio apartment. I also chose a studio because I didn't have a whole lot of time when I decided I was gonna move to Miami. It was like a month, yeah, right around 30 days, honestly, from the decision of deciding to move here to actually driving my car here from Chicago, because that's where I'm from. So within 30 days, I was out here first visiting a friend, and within 30 days I went home, left the job that I was at for almost 9 years, all my friends and family, and packed my car with my cat and drove all the way here. And I didn't even see the place, because the original 1-bedroom apartment I was gonna get, I heard maybe a week prior to leaving from Chicago, that it fell through because the building was infested with termites. So I didn't have much time or connections to find real estate out here. So I went with this one because it was, again, close to where I wanted to be, to the ocean, and close to where my job was. So I leave here probably 5-6 minutes and I'm at my job, 2 minutes and I'm at the ocean. So the studio is, again, too, it's one sort of open space, as you'll see. And what's great about it for me as an artist is I can sort of put all of my art and the things that inspire me creatively all around me, and I can see it from whatever vantage point. So it's not a huge apartment, but it's just something that I wanted to start off with here. I'm actually already looking for my next place. I think I might have found it, and that's probably within a month to 3 months. I haven't decided exactly when I'm going to move. So when I do decide, I'll keep you posted and show you. So again, this is the front door, and you walk right into the entire space. I've changed the setup in my place a lot, depending on how I'm feeling at the time. This is the way it's set up now, currently. So let me change. Okay, to give you guys another viewpoint, I'm gonna sort of walk around the apartment holding the camera. I wanted to have like a place that I can display some of my favorite books, coffee table books, and just my favorite book covers too. So I found these shelves from Amazon rather inexpensively. So I purchased them just to give this wall some more character, for one, but also really it was more of a need for displaying all of my pens and pencils and stuff. I ordered the dopest like wall organizer. It just hasn't come yet. It's coming from China, I think, so it takes like 6 months. But I'm waiting on that. Once that comes, I'll hang it up in a different spot and declutter some of this just so it's just the books. But anyways, I probably will take this the shelving down when I move. I created probably 100 holes or more because they're all individually put up, the shelves are, and I don't think the landlord would love that. So like I mentioned, I already found another place. I'm just waiting on a few things to fall into place, and then I'll be moving to a new apartment, and I'll make a video then. But so I wanted to sort of change vantage points. Here is the current setup. I think I had mentioned earlier, I like to change the setup of everything, the room. It really is a smart thing to do just for the sake of like stagnant energy. Energy in a space can become trapped if there's not a good flow, and that could affect one's creativity. So I've changed the setup of this apartment so many times, and this seems to be the best setup for it, because the sofa here, I used to have it perpendicular facing the window. That works well too, but for when I'm feeling like I want to just chill and watch a movie or a show, I like to lay down, and this allows me to watch the TV while laying down. So I have this TV that I have on an easel, and I even bought these little coaster things, or casters, whatever they're called. So I can actually just grab the TV and move it into the middle of the room. And I really love that aspect about it, especially at night. I don't have to like blast the music or the show or the volume. I can bring it closer to me, so it works really well. And then I have this TV, which is really honestly just for I put like my cat actually really loves videos of like mice and birds and stuff, so I'll do that, or it'll be a fish tank, or around Christmas I'll do like a fireplace, or like today I like to do different artworks, and it's like a slideshow, like 8 hours long, of some of my favorite Picasso paintings. So I think it's pretty cool, and the TV came with the apartment, so I just use it for that reason. My TV is actually better, so that's why I continue to use it to watch, and I have a sound bar. Also, I like to, not only do I draw and paint on canvas and paper, I like redoing furniture too. I'm in interior design, the business, like professionally, besides being a professional artist or a visual artist. But this piece was like an old dresser, 3-door dresser, and I didn't have any character. It definitely didn't go with my vibe. So I painted it black with chalkboard paint, and yeah, I used a white paint on it to do the abstract sort of Picasso-esque design. So yeah, that's something that I really like to do. Most of my furniture, as I'll point out to you, has been refurbished in some way. So this was the second desk like that I had, and I just didn't have the space for 2 desks. So I took the top off of it. I just purchased some ratherly inexpensive legs from Amazon and put them on there. And then I took pages from my favorite MC Escher book. MC Escher is one of my favorite artists. He is insane. He's amazing. So I just paper machéed it, or decoupaged it. I think it's called decoupage. So yeah, I just soaked each page in like a glue, Mod Podge, and then put it on there. And I don't know, it's interesting and eclectic, and I really like it. And it's just something that is, different than what most people have. So my sofa, I bought a a specific cover for it because my cat's a psychopath and likes to ruin everything. So this sofa cover it's from IKEA. It's a brand new sofa, but she murdered the arms and part of the back. So I have this like faux fur throw that I have on top of it as just when I chill on the sofa. But when I leave here, I'm leaving the sofa. So I have the brand new sofa cover for it, and I'll just throw that one away. This end table is a concrete end table. I actually found it, and it was in really bad shape. So I cleaned it up really well, and then I just painted it white with like a matte white. And the lamp as well, I found somewhere, I think maybe Amazon. And then I had a white bowl that I wasn't using for anything. So I just placed the lamp inside the bowl to sort of mirror the mushroom shape. I love lamps. They're one of my favorite things for decor. And but it's important that for the most part they're not direct light. So I don't like to see the light bulbs. So like for instance, this one, um, sort of same shape, but you can it's muted. The color's muted. All of my light bulbs are smart bulbs too, so they're connected to my app, so I can change the colors, and I'll show you that after. But as you can see, I have tons of little mushroom lamps. I really just like, especially in the evening when the sun goes down, the vibe that you get. Over here, I have this marble I-beam side table. It's from CB2. Really, really dope. There's a black version of it I really like, but the veining is different on every table. So the one that I was gonna get just didn't have the cool veining that I wanted. So I went with like this pinkish color one. And the chair next to it it's really cool too because it's got like these leather straps that go all the way down the back. It's just a really low to the ground chair, low profile. This white side table slash coffee table is, if you can see up close, it's got like the rivets in it to make it look like it's wood, but it's metal. And this was another one that I found. It was in really bad shape, so I sanded it and then repainted it, and it works really well. I think it's cool, it's interesting, it's got a cool shape. I have a metal like catch-all that I got from CB2 as well. I really like the texture of it, and I don't know, it's got a masculine sort of energy to it. I have this here. It's like a accordion style metal artist paper thing I just use for, well, some of my art supplies, but also my records. And I'm waiting for some more of my records from home to come to get shipped here. So another decoupaged item, I bought an $8. I needed a really big planter. I wanted a really big planter for this plant, and I found like a cheap plastic one on Amazon for $8. And then again, I took more pages from that MC Escher book and decoupaged it. And I don't know, I think it's cool. It's one of a kind, and I get to look at some of my favorite drawings from MC Escher. And it turned out well, I think. And it's holding my big Birds of Paradise. So here is just a little sort of mid-century modern-esque designed bench. I really liked the color, so I use it for my record player and some of my coffee table books, and I got a lamp on there. And then I like to propagate plants too. I have, which I'll show you over there, sort of like a vertical garden. That all started from one plant that I bought. It was tiny actually, and I just propagated it as it grew, and now there's like tons of them. So it's a pothos plant. They're pretty easy to maintain. Another little concrete side table. I love the shape of it. I'm really into geometry and stuff like that, so anything that has that shape. Some of my paintings that I'm currently still working on. This one with titled Awake. Not finished with it yet. I have to go in and detail it more, but I did think I added a short, like a YouTube short video of the one in the middle. I found you in the part of me that needs to be healed, and by loving you, I fell in love with myself. I sort of just started, I had that idea in my head because of the situation that I was in when I first moved here, and I just started painting it, and that's really what came out. And so it's really not perfect. It's not well done. Like I obviously, you can see with this painting, this is acrylic. I like to be really detailed. This was the opposite of that. And there was a freeing aspect of it to just sort of, you know, be free. I didn't have any sort of idea of what I was doing until I did it. It's just sort of abstract, but also you can read it. This other one here was a $100 bill rug that you can buy. I think I got it on Amazon, and it was fairly inexpensive. but I didn't want the rug. I didn't need a little rug or anything. I really just had this idea of, because so many people have such an issue with money, and it's something that it's this energy that we really need to connect with in an unemotional way, because it's very helpful. It's a tool that we use, right? But there's all this sort of programming that a lot of us have, from whether it's from our families or things that we just believed growing up, and that it's like money is the root of all evil. And it's something that I heard as a kid growing up, and I think it affected me into adulthood and my ability to sort of attract abundance. So once I sort of reprogrammed my mind about that, my idea was, that's why it's like sort of crossing out the eyes and covering the mouth with like this red paint. But anyways, I cut the rug up and put it in this frame, and then used acrylic paint on the face and a little bit in other areas of it, which is hard to tell on camera, but just to give it more detail. And I think it's cool, you know. But yeah, it was sort of my thing about like, I control my energy with money, and it's not going to come down to my subconscious programming. So here is my bed cave, is what I call it. Got my kitty, that's her name, Kitty, very clever, but that's her spot. So every single day I have to use the hair thing to get all her hair off. But I like to, at night, once I lay down, one of my favorite shows is the show Friends. It just reminds me of when I was younger, and it's just a good vibe. So I'll put that on the iPad as I'm laying down before sleep, and I just play it through like my little Marshall speaker. And I have my little ear buds in there, well, earplugs. I like to plug any sort of sound so that it doesn't disrupt my sleep. And then a salt lamp, which is helpful. And I have like 2 lights, one on the side here where I store some of my canvases, and one in back. The 2 pictures above it are 2 drawings or paintings that I did. One is phrenology, and then the one to the right is like my version of Nikola Tesla if he was alive in, you know, the 2000s, tattoos and sort of, you know, piercings, and just a more modern look to him. But he's an inspiration of mine, so I have him right above my bed. The interesting thing about the bed placement is, when I first moved into the apartment, so the sofa was brand new and the bed was brand new, never had been used. But they had the bed right here, and it just didn't make any sense. It was the worst placement for this use of the space. So I slid the bed into this, which had curtains across it and was the closet. So I didn't need that. I don't have that many clothes, and I felt like it opened up the space completely by sliding the bed in there. So that's my bed cave. Another artwork that I did is this one here. I added a video to my page. You can see me actually make it from start to finish. It's one that is just about confidence, really. And to me, I've been told I have that confidence, but even if you don't have it, you can, you know, sort of channel it. And it goes into every area of your life. But if you read it upside down, you'll get what I'm talking about. And it's probably more related to men, but anybody can sort of have that energy. It's just about confidence. So, and then I have this Buddha head above my TV. And then this is a little drawing from MC Escher. He's one of my favorite artists, like I mentioned earlier. It's the Impossible Waterfall. It's actually covering the speaker system. So when someone's at the gate downstairs, but anyone that I'm going to invite over, I just give them the code. So they never actually, I don't use it. And it's an eyesore in this wall. So I just covered it. So as we come over here, so this is my drawing desk. Again, I have 2 of them. That one, but I made it the coffee table, and then this one. It actually pivots, which is really cool. So if I want to work on a different surface, but my cat actually loves this area to view all the people walking in and out of the courtyard, as you can see. And so she sits on this Metatron cube etched sort of pillow, embroidered pillow. That's her spot. And so that's why I keep the table flat so that she can lay on it, and she just likes to chill. And yeah, this lamp was given to me by a friend. It was brass and just not my vibe. Brass is cool and all, but just not my vibe. So I bought a can of like matte finish, light gray, like cement spray paint, and just painted that and the shade too, because again, I don't really want to look at the brightness of a light. I want it to be directed down. One of my favorite tulip, it's one of my favorite mid-century modern style chairs, the tulip chair. So I have that at my desk. And then small little dining table, which I never use to actually dine at. I don't really use it for much of anything except maybe folding laundry, or Kitty uses it a lot. So it was a really ugly color wood, really just a generic set. So I painted it. I've actually painted it a few times. The top was a silver sort of finish, and it just got messed up over time. So I just painted it with like chalkboard paint. And then Kitty's little area. And then my kitchen. Really quick too, I wanted to show you this. This is my vertical garden, I guess is what you call it. It had a lot more plants. Now that we're in winter here in Miami, I don't get as much sun through the windows for most of the day. So this is the pothos plant though that I spawned like all of these from one little plant, which is pretty dope. And then my kitchen's tiny. I'm not a huge cook. I do cook everything myself, but like I eat a very sort of plain diet. I fast for anywhere from 16 to 19 hours every day, so I don't eat a lot. I eat maybe once or twice a day within my window. I do love coffee though, even decaf, so I have my coffee makers, a little fountain for my cat, my other Marshall speaker, and yeah, just a really small kitchen, nothing crazy. Though in the next apartment, I probably will put more attention into cooking and stuff like that. Another plant that came from, again, this one. And then, yeah, just my bathroom, nothing fancy at all, just really sort of small, clean, all good, you know. So I'll just do a final walkthrough real quick, I guess. I should show you this. This was this wardrobe that was in that closet where my bed is now. It was white and really generic looking, so I painted it. And then I bought these like leather pulls. They're like leather or suede pulls that I put on there, and just painted the handles with like copper paint. And it just kind of disappeared. I didn't want it to be like a big thing. So that's what I did with that. And then this lamp too actually was a green glass lamp, kind of not my style. So I found some really cool illustrations from a book that I had, and I just decoupaged it and then painted the shade. Painted that too. It was like a white before, but I wanted to look cleaner, so I used like a light gray paint. And then I have my just my exercise equipment. I don't really like going to a gym. I like to like keep in shape, but do it by myself, privacy of my own place. So this is really all I need: pull-up bar, some dumbbells, Bosu ball, and some push-up handles or whatever. And yeah, these vases, another little thing that I did, decor that I decoupaged with some cool illustrations that I really liked. So yeah, this is my little studio in Miami Beach. It's very modest, but it's perfect for me. It has been perfect for me, though I guess I am in the next phase where I'm ready for a change, and I want to be in a brand new building that has more amenities, and also to just modernize my vibe. So give me a little bit more space as well. So I'll make a video on that when I move in. But if I hope you guys if you have any questions about anything, please comment below. You can ask me anything about art, design, anything that you want. So I would appreciate any sort of like. I'd appreciate comments, like, and definitely to subscribe to my videos. I just started. I'm a small channel, but I really want to show my artwork and put myself and my art out there more, so people can see what I'm doing. As an artist, it's really important to be seen and get your name out there. So really appreciate it. I hope you liked my little studio, and we'll talk soon. Thank you. Bye.